Hey, so the thing I get with a lot of my students is they don't know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it sounds simple. It's not simple, but whether you're counting in a song, playing along with a song, finding that downbeat of 1, because most songs start on the downbeat of 1. There's some looseness with that, but count. Always know where your 1 is, no matter what. For example, even this cheesy drum fill, you want to know where your 1 is, and even your 3, because we're going to be doing something with triplets where it's a right, left, kick, right, kind of thing. And if we're doing it and starting it on the 1, it's got a 16th note feel because there's 16th notes. But the snare drum's going to be on 3, and we're kind of going to double it up on the second half and then kind of pause on the and of 4 to give rest and then crash on the 1. For example, I'm put in my earplugs because drums are loud and so are you. Ugh. So, the pattern is, and, right? So, that snare drum hit though is always going to be on 3. 1, so counting is super important, especially when you have stuff like that, and also getting the it's a different muscle memory too, doing that, right? It's different than, because we're used to doing triplets, or we're used to doing them, and I'll go over the triplet part and the sticking in another video for sure. But count. Always know where your 1 is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1. And that's what we call a twofer. But yeah, count. And like in the next example, I'll be playing along to some music, or I'll just play music, probably from my own bands and previous bands, so I don't get flagged for YouTube and copyright BS or whatever. And I'll show you kind of how to find your 1 in a song, no matter what. Even if you're a beginner, intermediate, I don't care, whatever, dude. Just find your 1. And know where you are at all times. Counting is super important. I can't stress it enough. I would even argue it's almost as important, if not more important, than even reading the music in general. Feel and everything else goes along with that too. But so yeah, let's do that. Let's play along to some music, or I'll just play some music along, and then we're going to count where the 1 is. Even if we start in the middle of the song, somewhere in the bridge or another chorus, we're still going to be able to find our 1, and more importantly, our backbeat of 2 and 4. All right. Let's talk a little bit more about finding that 1. I don't want to do that. So for example, we're going to cut to one of our songs, one of my songs, maybe one of your songs, I don't know. And then we're going to just look where our 1 is, all right? So for example, so as you can see, I'm pointing my finger up in the sky to signify where 1 is. Now, have you ever listened to a song, you're a beginner drummer, beginner musician, whatever, and you just can't find that downbeat? Anywhere in the song? Here, let's fast forward. And we're still going to know where the 1 is because we're going to just count the beats. Bear with me here, we're going to find it. No matter where you are in the song, you can always find your one. Maybe something even more obtainable is finding your backbeat of 2 and 4 in the song, right? And then we can go into nuanced stuff like listening for the kick drum and cymbals. Oh, what cymbals is he playing at what point? He is me, because this is my old band. But yeah, so for example, let's do another song, and then we'll do examples of finding the 2 and 4.
I'm so tired this time of staring at the dead end from this side of the crash, from this side of the car, and can't you find...
Now there's some couple upbeat patterns in that snare drum, or in the groove in general. There's a couple upbeat patterns or whatever, but the main focus is finding that 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? And even if you don't know what the 2 and 4 is, or you've never been accustomed to counting it, have you ever been to a concert? They're usually clapping one of two ways. On the quarter notes, when they're all 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or they're going 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not clapping on the 1 and 3. Make fun of anybody you see clapping on the 1 and 3. Always. At a concert, in public, I don't care. Make fun of them. No one clap on the 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. No, because the snare drum hits are on 2 and 4, and that's what everybody's clapping along to. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Take "We Will Rock You" by Queen. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You ever watch Queen live and they're doing that song? People are clapping in the crowd, either in quarter notes or they're clapping on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So count. Find your 1. Find your 2. And the next time I see you, well, I guess I'll never really see you because you're in there and I'm right here. Whew. But you could see me. I give lessons here in the Austin, Texas area, if you don't want to be dyslexic. And I also give lessons online. I'll leave my contact and everything in the description below. It's the first time I ever said that, by the way. Kind of weird. And yeah, contact me if you want lessons. And yeah, go play music. It's one of the last greatest gifts we got.